Me and my family have been coming to Church on the Rock for a little over 3 years now.
We have 3 kids. We have an 8-year-old, 12-year-old, and a 15-year-old.
I was just going actually to celebrate recovery. They had a CR weekend. That CR weekend I went in to hear everybody that I was going there with, to hear them speak in church. And I went into the main service, and as I was in the main service, I really got into the worship and started enjoying myself. As I spent time there, I started looking around at all the things that my family could become involved in, and that there were great things for the youth, and so that led me to actually become a member of the Church on the Rock.
Going to a church that has so many opportunities to get plugged in, whether it's a small group or the youth ministry, has helped tremendously because we have seen each of our kids get involved in certain ways, and helps them to grow, mature in the Word of God, and it helps us parents in raising them.
I found out that there was a youth ministry, and that really was something that made me excited about going to Church on the Rock, because I know my parents were excited about Celebrate Recovery, but having a youth ministry was something that was really important to me, because it was really cool to get to meet new people, and especially get to sing on the worship team, because I got to start coming to practices right away, and so that was something that really drew me in.
Serving is the best way to discover your spiritual gifts, get closer with the Lord, and be what Jesus is. You know, He came to serve, and what better way to do it than serve at church?
Once you begin to serve at a church and be part of it in that way, you begin to be able to have an outlet for the things that God's placed inside of you, and you begin to see what that looks like when they come alive.
Getting to lead other people, especially my age, to worship is really important to me, because I know how hard it can be with different things like worrying about people judging you and stuff. And so my hope is always that if people see someone their age wanting to worship, that they will want to worship then too.
When we talk about the culture of serving at Church on the Rock, my son, just this last weekend here, he made a lemonade stand, and they set it up on the corner, and they sold lemonade, and then they donated the proceeds to the church. And that blesses my heart, because he was catching the spirit of serving that has been modeled in this house, and so that blesses my heart as a father. I really do want to see people come and be changed, and as they're changed and as they're set free from things, be able to see what it is that God has placed inside of them. And so that's my desire. I know that's my wife's desire, and my daughter as well, as she's worshiping.
Really have just inspired me and led me along on my faith walk.